Hello, my name is Jenny, and I am singing Lure Esquisse. I'm sorry, did I come in wrong?
Just say, no, just top of 127, we just weren't together.
Can you give me the last measure
Yes,
on the
I can.
previous?
Thank you.
So if you're wondering why you love this song so much and you never heard it before, it's because it's Ronaldo Hahn, H-A-H-N.
And it's
Such
gorgeous, so.
gorgeous music.
Yeah.
But everything he writes is like that. Why don't you tell us what you just sang?
I was singing about such a beautiful, exquisite day. It's all about nature. The moonbeams are white, the woods far and near, and then she talks about how the leaves brighten and voices are clear and the boughs are rising on the trees. And just everything around her, she's just reveling in the beauty of nature around her.
Okay. That being the case, I think there needs to be a more dynamic difference or emotional difference.
Okay.
From one phrase to the next. So here's the tricky thing about this piece. One of the tricky things, as well as the French, are you a French speaker?
No.
Okay, and how did you learn this French?
I listened to somebody from iTunes. I downloaded it from somebody with a French name. So I figured, person is French, she must be pronouncing things right.
Okay. Well, that may or may not be true.
That's
Yes.
right.
Amita speaks fluent French.
Oh.
So you want to go and coach with her?
I love
That'd be
that.
great. So most of the time we're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is known as a compound meter. Anybody want to explain what a compound meter is?
There's 2 big beats. Divide it.
Multiple by 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Say it again, Tim.
There's accents on, there's 2 accent points. They're on the 1 and the 4, and then there's the 1, 2, 3 in between.
Okay. There are 2 big beats. If this is 6/8 time, and this is 2/4 time, there are 2 big beats here as well. So how is this different from this?
It's divided into
more than just the 2 beats, but you can also have the 2 beats, a combination of 6 beats.
So you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4,
one.
5, 6. This is not the end of the story.
You could also count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you, April, that's what I was waiting for.
Okay.
It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Making it a quarter note, and a quarter note. And the most obvious example that everybody's gonna know is, I like to be in America. Okay, by me in America. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So what Jenny has here is a lot of examples where Elizabeth is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Jenny has to go ba, ba, ba. The only thing that's gonna keep them together is this. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and. So the times when that happens in this music, there are 2 eighth notes indicated on the page, and they have this thing that a 2 interrupts them, like that. And this is called a duple. So, a duple is when you have a subdivision that has 2 in it, okay? So in essentially a triplet subdivision, to make it into a duple, equal to the space of 3 eighth notes, is like trying to cram a square peg into a round hole. And you have to do it very carefully and carve it exactly the same length or width or whatever. How many people are lost now? I have totally lost you. Anybody? Have I completely lost you? How many of you are lying? And I really have lost you. Okay, so what happens when you get these is you have to be thinking 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and so before you get to the change of the subpulse, you have to be thinking it already. So when Elizabeth is playing 1, 2, da, 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 you have to be thinking ba, 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 ba.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
This is where we got lost, because why is this scratched out? This third syllable.
Oh,
Scratched out.
I'm
This is
sorry.
supposed to be
This is supposed to be for me. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong one.
Oh,
Because these kind of run together
oh,
for
okay.
me.
Okay,
I
think
apologize.
that's all right, that's okay, but that's, now I know why we got lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
It's hard.
Yeah,
It's really hard when you go back and forth from double to duple to triple subdivision. I'm going to ask you if you will just play her melody.
Of course.
So we get
from the
that.
beginning?
Yeah, and then we're gonna figure out how to make every single note you sing sound the best it can in the voice.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys, it's gonna be a long night.
No.
Okay.
And,
What's that first note?
and,
Okay.
and 1. Yeah. Louis dans le bois.
Sorry.
1 and 2 and 1. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, good.
So she's going da 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 da, and on Louis you have to be thinking ba 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 ba. So you're
Okay,
ready
good.
for the tempo change.
From
And
the beginning again, or?
Yep.
Okay, again.
And 1, 2. One. Now let's try that with just Elizabeth. She'll play her part.
Okay.
And then you keep your part steady.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, go ahead, Lizzie. Two breath and. Good. Would you please do that?
Okay. Can't roll my R's, so I always have to do my lips.
This one then? And
Okay.
Good. Now I'm gonna come behind you.
Okay.
And as you're singing, I don't want you to collapse this. I don't want you to use the air from this. I want you to use the air that starts at your pubic bone
Right.
and pull in that belly button. Okay? So we'll
Okay.
just set that last measure.
Right.
Wait a minute, wait. Don't breathe, hold. Breathe, sing.
Okay.
Now text, breath.
Thank you. It was better.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Just stand there all the time.
I know, but what did it was the breath.
Yes, and when I'm breathing on my own, I do it just fine. I'm sure.
Good, let's go on.
We're good. Thank
A
you.
little bit of time.
Okay. Little regret, profondeur, la silhouette du soleil noir,
Good. So when you sang it before, she has high D sharps to sing both times. The one we got so excited about was the D sharp. But the first time she sang it, it didn't sound the way it did at the bottom of the page. And it was the vowel that was different. But every vowel has the ability to sound that beautiful. It's just that it didn't because the air was taken away and it's a stranger vowel. This is your good vowel. That's your happy vowel.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish this up. Okay, good. So here's, oops, let me turn, okay,
It's right here. Just go straight.
Let's go at the bottom of the page, the last measure.
Okay.
On each time.
Am I scooping?
You're scooping every
I'm
single
scooping.
time here.
Sorry.
Okay. That's-
And we're gonna retard slightly there, are we?
Is that what I'm doing?
That's
'Cause,
where
yeah.
we're
it
not
says two.
together.
It says
Okay.
two. Okay, one,
Okay.
right at the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
And one breath She only has one beat to hold that, Elizabeth, so she goes to the C sharp, and then the next measure you go to the next, and she holds the suspension on that. So, take it from, and here's another rhythmic anomaly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 1.
Yeah, that
So we
was-
have to move here, not on beat 2, but just afterward.
Oh,
And-
just after beat 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And 1.
C'est
1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, she changes, she holds on to the C right here.
But this time she
But you
didn't.
continued. But you continued.
Yeah, I know, but she moved.
All right, here we go.
Sorry. Okay, something like
Okay,
that.
it's just something like that. So, yeah. Okay, and.
Same place?
And one.
Sing